entire world until I stood alone in a storm. You took the sunshine, the flames are gone now, and I watched you walk straight out of that door. Promises got lost in the dust. Your boots by the door. You're not coming home. Love like wildfire. I was your entire world until I wasn't anymore. Oh, heartache, you left me behind. That's not a man, only a coward. Gone now, you're chasing the wind. No longer my man. You're just a cowboy. You're just a cowboy.
Aloha, my beautiful friends. How are you doing? I hope you've been happy and healthy and smiling. Welcome back and thank you for choosing to be here with me, spending your valuable time to watch this video. If you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Nastaran, and my husband Michael and I live in a little house on the Hilo side of the big island of Hawaii, in a town called Pahoa, and in a subdivision called Hawaiian Shores. He recently retired from mostly airline industry, and me from healthcare industry, as I was an OBGYN RN. I feel like we live in the middle of the rainforest because we are surrounded by tall trees on one side and the beautiful ocean on the other. Our neighborhood is small, quiet and peaceful, with a strong sense of community. When I take my daily walk to the ocean, I feel like I'm the only one in the neighborhood and can hear nothing but birds singing, waves crashing on the rocky shores, and roosters crowing, and even my own heartbeat, and it feels like heaven. No sirens, no screeching tires, no traffic nearby, just peace and quiet. Some people might find it too quiet, but to me, it's like paradise. I have everything I love, such as my love for Hawaii, the nature, and the peace all in one place. If you remember from my last video, I've been dealing with the most debilitating migraine of my life, which has been going on for 63 days in a row. But suddenly it finally stopped, and I couldn't believe it. I was so happy. But unfortunately, it started back up 3 days afterwards. But I remind myself that it could be worse. I've heard some people have had it for a year or more. At least I have days with less pain and nausea for a few hours. I'm grateful for that. By the way, thank you so much for all the beautiful comments and prayers you left for me. I want you to know that I read every single one of them, and I am so grateful to all of you. One morning, I woke up and my head was feeling much better. I looked over in bed and Michael was still sleeping. So I decided to get out of bed and not wake him up and go to the ocean to watch one of those magnificent sunrises that I love to watch. It's been a long time since I did that, and I miss it so very much. So I grabbed my coffee, my camera, a chair, and there I went. I went to my usual spot on the cliffs with the best view of the ocean. I sent a text to Michael telling him where I was so he doesn't worry about me. And as I was sitting there, sipping my coffee and enjoying this magnificent sunrise happening, I was clueless to the fact that Michael had grabbed the drone and drove down to where I was to surprise me. I was out of my chair and trying to collect the fishing lines and other garbage that was laying around on top of the cliff where people usually fish. I am always concerned that they will threaten lives of turtles and birds. That's when I noticed a drone in the air, and putting two and two together, it had to be Michael. He is so thoughtful and so sweet and never hesitates to help or get involved to make someone else happy. The lighting was so magical, by the way, that day, making it a perfect time to see the ocean cliffs. So I hope you enjoy this bird's eye view of this gorgeous spot. Michael has been working hard as usual, building the staircase to access the backyard from top of the lanai. To accomplish that, he had to build a concrete landing pad at the bottom of the stairs. The thing is, neither one of us have ever done any concrete projects. I've made concrete trinket dishes using real leaves before, but this is next level huge. So one of our good friends, Stuart, who is a contractor, came over and gave us a few pointers and a rundown of what needs to be done and let us borrow his concrete mixer. It made life so much easier to use the mixer. How many bags did you carry today?
I've carried 24 60-pounders and 8 80-pounders.
Oh my God.
Loading them, unloading them, and carrying them to the back of the house. So I'll be a little sore tomorrow, I think.
You think? Yes, you will.
But it's gonna be nice.
So armed with knowledge and a game plan, we gave it our best and poured the concrete one bag at a time until it seemed enough. We pounded it and tried to smooth it and play with it until it felt and looked right. Michael did the majority of work and lifting, and I was just there to do minor help. I am so extremely impressed by how well it turned out. Michael has this ability to take on any project and give it his 150%. It was nice and smooth until we saw a chicken standing on top of it when it was still wet. First we screamed and shooed it away, but afterwards, when it dried, I actually liked the footprints embedded in there. What do you think? You want to share your thoughts with me in the comments? I appreciate it.
helping me.
Life is so hard, isn't it? Aloha, everyone. It's been a while since I gave you an update on what's going on with our deck project. My sister was here, so we were obviously distracted, going places and doing a lot of things. So a little bit of change has happened in the meantime. As usual, Michael is busy fixing stuff, making improvements in our existing deck, but it's probably time to give you another tour of what's happening right now. All right, you probably remember from last time that when I say we, I mean Michael has already built this deck to wrap all around the house. Here's my art area, which hasn't been touched much. I'm still doing this painting of a turtle I started when my sister was here. However, we've been just too busy to continue, but I'll get back to you very soon. I'm going to take you around this deck. Hi, Michael.
Hello.
I'll come talk to you in a second. I'm just going to go around the deck. This is the second area of the deck. We basically have 3 decks now, 3 lanais. Michael has worked incredibly hard to do it. And this is the other side of the house. I apologize, the mess here. This was the first lanai he ever built, and we don't use it as often as we use the other side. So I'm going to take you back to Michael to show you the new addition to this lanai. So our lanai was just going around the corner here. And one day I just mentioned to Michael, wouldn't it be nice to have a set of stairs going to our backyard instead of going through the stairs and then walk all the way back here? Wouldn't it be nice to have a set of stairs here? And that, my friends, got me in trouble because Michael loves projects, and that's what we're doing now. So we used to have the handrail going this way and nothing was behind here, but now, as you can see, there are 2 sets of stairs going down this way and then going down this way and landing over there. Now I'm going to show you what it looks like from the ground up. Yeah, Michael's been a very busy boy. So I was just up there, and so the stairs go down this way and then this way, and the landing area, which gives us access to the backyard so much better. Pretty soon we're going to be painting all the handrails and the posts. By the way, I planted some radishes here and some cilantro here. Not all of them grew because chickens jump over here and they scratch, and cats use this for a litter box. So I gotta think of something. Otherwise, this will be community litter box. Cats are an issue in Hawaii, and we also have a big colony that lives in our neighborhood. Barb and a couple of other neighbors have been instrumental trapping them and getting them fixed by an organization called Pet Fix. Every week, vets have been dedicating their time to fixing hundreds and thousands of cats and dogs to help with this overpopulation issue for free. Donations are absolutely necessary to keep this effort going. So this week, we set the traps to see if we can catch a few cats who have not been fixed yet. Of course, we caught a few chickens and cats in the trap that have already been fixed. So, me being nosy, I set my camera to see what happens when I leave the site. So first, this orange cat came along, really curious, but decided, nah, I've been trapped and fixed before and I'm not falling for that again. But the hunger pains are real. So after sniffing around a little bit, he decided it wasn't worth the risk. Then this white cat comes along, and he's unfixed. We've been after him for a long time. So he examined the situation, and although apprehensive, but at the same time, he couldn't resist the urges and stuck his paw in the cage to steal some food. But it wasn't successful. Funny thing is, he went to our neighbor's house, who also had set up a trap, and he did get caught and taken to Pet Fix that day. Sweet success. We also did catch another cat in another trap. So all in all this week, we trapped 2 feral cats.
Yeah.
How many is this? 40 cats?
We're at 39.
39 cats.
39 cats. 39. Oh my gosh.
Know why lately universe is putting helpless birds in my way. I went to pick up something from a friend who was having a lot cleared, and as we were talking, I saw movement on the ground, and after looking around, I find this tiny little bird, which I assume broke out of his shell way before it was time, with no mama bird anywhere in sight. It was obviously displaced and under broken branches. It seemed so little and not able to stand up or hold his head yet. I brought it home with me and nursed it as well as I could. It made it through the night, but unfortunately passed away the next day. A couple of days later, I was editing a video when I heard a big thump. A bird hit my window and was unconscious, so I climbed up the roof where it had fallen to pick it back up. I held it until he came back to. He seemed out of it and not flying away, but I'm pretty sure it had a concussion. But thankfully, he recovered enough to finally fly away. And then, a couple of days later, I found this next bird just laying there with no heartbeat. There was a feral cat sitting there, kind of looking a little guilty, but I'm not sure if that was the case. So I did CPR on it, and thankfully it came back and flew away as well. I'm so grateful to have the opportunity to be able to help these precious, helpless animals. Today we are going to take a trip to Kona. But before we got to Saddle Road, which is the fastest way you can get to Kona, we stopped at a little restaurant called Poke to Your Taste to get some breakfast to go. It's a little hole in the wall with such great tasting breakfast plates, spam musubi, poke, and other things. Stop by if you haven't been there yet, and you won't be disappointed. We are actually going to Kona this time for a reason. I was finally able to get an appointment to get therapeutic Botox injection on my scalp in hopes of getting my migraine under control. I was getting it for 7 years every 3 months, But since I was traveling to Hawaii so often, I thought maybe I was cured. Big mistake. If you saw my past videos, you know that my migraines came back with a vengeance. So I'm really hoping and praying it would help me again. Waiting for the doctor to get the injections. I'm so excited. I had a chance to feel better.
That's way better. Where do you get your headaches? Where do you feel it?
Mostly on the left side, but both eyes feel like they're bulging out. And
then I got a message from them saying that I gave myself too wimpy of a dose. So one time. Okay, one more time. Okay, otherwise. Okay, you felt like a champ.
I just got done. The only way I could describe it is if you were stung by a bee. But all over the forehead area and this part of my scalp, the back of the head, shoulders, neck, and in my jaw because I clench so much. But this is new hope I didn't have before, so I am so grateful. After we were done at the clinic, we headed to Costco to get a few things in preparation for my daughter Ava, coming to stay with us for a week. If you live in Hawaii, one of the ways to beat the cost of living is shopping at Costco for bulk items, as groceries in general cost so much more than the mainland. However, I shop at farmers markets and local vendors as well to support local economy and get all my fruit and veggies there. On the way back, we came across so many wild goats in the hills, on top of lava rocks, and I just love them so much. They are fascinating.
Let's go to work, 'cause I'm tripping. Gotta work on myself, 'cause I'm falling apart. Please wake me up, 'cause I'm slipping. Can't fight this feeling off no more. But I'm not going to give up and fall. Rise above the door, meet all my challenges and search for my strength.
Good morning, everyone. Today is kind of an overcast day, which makes it perfect for gardening. Every morning when I wake up, I have to decide, is it an inside day or is it an outside day? And by that I mean, if it's overcast, I always have gardening stuff. That's what I do. I go outside, I get some yard work done, and if it's brutally sunny, then I do some editing of videos, much needed cleaning, and other chores in the house. Today my house is a mess. You want to see it? It's really embarrassing, but let me show you. Yeah, I got all kinds of dirty junk stuff everywhere. My rug needs to be vacuumed, but I'm not gonna do any of that. And I was also excited to show you something that I discovered. My good neighbor Linda showed me this thing, and I think it's gonna be a hit. So gardening any day of the year is gonna be sweat provoking because it's hot and humid tropical weather here, and I get so very hot. I am one of those people who sweats incredibly a lot for whatever the reason. I remember my grandmother was the same way. So anyway, you probably wondered, why do I always carry one of these in my side of my shorts? It's because I have to dry myself off. So my good neighbor Linda came over with one of these around her neck. I never knew such thing existed. Let me show you how that works. I gotta put my hair up. So anyway, you put this around your neck. You probably already know it, but just in case you didn't, this works so wonderful. So there are 3 speeds and it aims right at your face. So today I'm gonna see if I really find it helpful or I'm gonna throw it to the side. We shall see. Whoa, this is really blowing. Just one last thing. I don't know, sometimes I think of these things. We brought a few things from San Diego, right? And you would think it's your best prized possessions. But no, I bring my painting t-shirt that is like 15 years old because we're going to be painting some of the lanai handrails that Michael built. So I'm ready to go to work, whether it's yard work, painting, or whatever. And if you like to come along, let's just go.
Let's go to work, 'cause I'm tripping. Gotta work on myself, 'cause I'm falling apart. Please wake me up, 'cause I'm slipping. Can't fight this feeling off no more.
One of the things I've been wanting to do is to mount this staghorn plant I got onto this wooden board Michael made for me. When I was in San Diego, I mounted several staghorns on wooden boards, and they all thrived and got really big. So I imagine if I do the same here, it would work well. One difference is that I don't have to buy any sphagnum moss here. I have found a spot nearby where the ground is covered by it. So I collected a couple of buckets full of it, and it has made this project so much easier for me. So after setting the plant and covering it all parameters with the moss, I got some fishing line and strapped it back and forth by fastening it around the little screws that Michael put around the plant for me to make sure it stays there without falling. I would use a glove next time though, because the fishing line cut my finger in a couple of places. Nothing bad. It was such a fun project, and Michael screwed it onto our lanai wall.
Head held high, can't fight this feeling off no more.
My tomatoes unfortunately didn't do very well when we were in San Diego, of course, and I wasn't caring for it. So I got 2 more that I'm gonna plant in our new planters. Aloha everyone. It happens every time. Entertaining my sister and all of those things. Oh goodness.
Don't wanna sleep tonight at all. Just wanna watch them stars fall.
Well, my beautiful friends, thank you for watching this video till the end. I hope you enjoyed it and you're smiling. If you did, would you consider subscribing and liking it? I appreciate you, as it really does help my channel grow. Take good care of yourselves and remember that I love you, and I will see you in the next one. Sending you hugs and kisses. Mahalo.